In the heart of the Visayan countryside, nestled among mist-shrouded mountains and verdant valleys, lay a secluded village where the old ways still held sway. Here, superstitions danced with the wind, and the Tikbalang, creatures of Philippine folklore, whispered in the shadows. Anton and Maria had been married for 5 blissful years when they decided to relocate to Anton's ancestral home, a quaint house perched on the edge of the village. The couple sought peace and a slower pace of life away from the bustling city where they had met. Little did they know, their idyllic retreat would soon be shattered by the terrifying presence of the Tikbalang. At first, the signs were subtle, a rustle in the trees, hoof prints in the mud after a heavy rain, and eerie whinnies echoing through the night. Anton, a pragmatic man, dismissed these occurrences as tricks of the mind or the wild animals of the mountains. Maria, however, grew increasingly uneasy. She had heard tales from the villagers, whispered warnings about the Tikbalang's infatuation with human women. One fateful evening, Maria woke to find herself paralyzed with fear. Standing at the foot of their bed was a towering figure with the body of a man and the head of a horse, its eyes gleaming with an unsettling mix of curiosity and desire. She dared not scream, but her terror was palpable, piercing the silent darkness. Anton, stirred by his wife's sudden gasp, jolted awake and saw the shadowy figure looming over Maria. Instinctively, he lunged towards it, but the Tikbalang vanished like smoke, leaving behind an oppressive silence. From that night onward, Maria's nights were plagued by haunting dreams, visions of lush forests where she wandered alone, pursued by the Tikbalang. During the day, she felt its presence lingering in the corners of their home, watching, waiting. Anton, frustrated by his inability to protect his wife from an unseen menace, sought counsel from the village elders. The elders, weathered by years of mountain living, listened gravely to Anton's tale. They spoke of ancient pacts and the capricious nature of the Tikbalang, creatures tied to the land, guardians of the forests, yet sometimes swayed by emotions akin to human desires. They warned Anton of the dangers of provoking such a being and advised caution. Desperate to protect Maria, Anton resolved to leave their mountainous sanctuary. He sold their home quietly and made arrangements to move back to the city, away from the Tikbalang's haunting presence. Maria, relieved yet haunted by memories of those nights, packed their belongings with a heavy heart. As they bid farewell to the village and its misty peaks, a sense of relief washed over them. Yet, Maria could not shake the feeling that they were being watched from the dense foliage that bordered their path. She glanced back once, catching a fleeting glimpse of a dark, equine silhouette amidst the trees, a silent sentinel bidding them farewell or perhaps a warning that some tales are not easily left behind. In the safety of the city, Anton and Maria tried to rebuild their lives, pushing the memory of the Tikbalang into the recesses of their minds. One night, as the moon cast its silver glow through their apartment window, Maria sat on the edge of their bed, her hands trembling slightly as she spoke softly to Anton. "Maria, Anton, I can't keep living like this. It's like the Tikbalang is still with us, even here in the city." Anton, sitting beside her, took her hand reassuringly. "Anton, I know, love. It's been tough, but we're safe here. We left that place behind." "Maria, but what if it finds us again? What if it follows us?" Anton sighed deeply, his brow furrowed with concern. "Anton, we can't let fear control us, Maria. We need to find a way to protect ourselves, no matter where we are." Maria nodded, her eyes searching his for any hint of a solution. "Maria, the elders said the Tikbalang are tied to the land. Maybe if we learn more about them, we'll know how to fight back." Anton considered her words thoughtfully, a glimmer of determination lighting his eyes. "Anton, you're right. Knowledge is power. I'll visit the library, research old folklore, anything that might give us an edge." Maria smiled weakly, grateful for his resolve. "Maria, and what about charms or rituals? Something to keep us safe?" Anton squeezed her hand gently, a flicker of hope in his voice. "Anton, I'll look into that too. We'll find something, Maria." Together, we'll make sure that thing never comes near us again. Weeks passed as Anton delved deeper into ancient texts and consulted with experts on Philippine folklore. He discovered obscure rituals and protective charms purported to ward off supernatural beings like the Tikbalang. Armed with newfound knowledge and a steely determination, Anton began to implement his plan to ensure their safety in the city. They sat there in silence for a while, drawing strength from each other's presence, the weight of their shared ordeal slowly easing. In that moment, surrounded by the comforting hum of the city outside, they forged a quiet pact, a promise to face their fears head-on and reclaim their peace, no matter what it took. Anton and Maria, thankful for their escape yet forever marked by the terror that had stalked them in the mountains of Visayas.